Hi guys, FrostFangs here and welcome back once again, of course, to another Paladins video. We're going to be playing some Talus today and you're in for a bit of a weird one. I'm sure you know already, you read the title, you saw the thumbnail. We're going to be playing Max Knockback Talus, which sounds really weird if you don't know what I'm talking about. I did actually tease this a couple of videos ago because it's something I've been playing with for like the past week, but I wasn't sure if I was going to turn it into a video or not, and I decided today that it's something that I definitely want to cover because it is really weird and interesting. So yeah, I'll go through the loadout and then we'll jump into a match. Ignore these other three because these are just my standard things for Talus. If you need a normal sort of loadout for him, feel free to go ahead and grab one, but this is what we're going to be focusing on today. Relic Affinity and Ancient Power kind of being the two primary cards. Relic Affinity is where we're getting the knockback from. It gives us 75% extra on the right click, and that seems like a lot, especially when you consider I think Bomb King's Jolt card is also 75%, but it is nowhere near as crazy as BK's knockback, mainly because the base of his punch isn't anywhere near as high, and the increase also isn't as noticeable as Bomb King's one. It's kind of hard to explain, but you punch somebody, they do go a pretty big distance, but it's mainly horizontally. Obviously they don't go upwards at all, so unless you throw them off of a ledge where you get the momentum carry, it doesn't really send them that far. But the main thing with this is when you do punch somebody off of a ledge, even if it is a super small one, they go absolutely flying and the momentum carry is kind of crazy. And on some maps that works really well, and on others obviously not so much. The rest of the loadout is pretty straightforward. A little bit of extra health, a little bit of extra speed in the F because we will be resetting our punch with the F as well as the Q, and also a tiny bit of cooldown reduction on said F. I use these three cards in my normal setups as well, as you can see. And then the other primary card, Ancient Power, is something you don't necessarily need if you're going for like a try-hard setup or you're using this normally and you're not making a YouTube video. I don't know if I'd necessarily recommend it, but it basically pulls 5 seconds off of our right click pretty easily whenever we use our Q because it's 2.5 seconds and you can trigger it every second. You could actually chuck Antediluvian 1 in your setup to make your Q 3.2 seconds long, so you could trigger this card 3 times, but in practice it didn't really actually happen very often unless I was in the target practice, so I don't have it in here. But yeah, since I did 2 sieges yesterday in the Corvus video, I'll stick to TDM and Onslaught today. Also, this wouldn't necessarily be a smart choice in Siege, obviously, so I'm going to stick to the more casual modes, but overall this actually doesn't work too badly. What I mean by that is that it's pretty obviously not as good as the damage reduction and the lifesteal on the Q, but it isn't crazy far behind. You can definitely still do decent with this, but it's obviously not as strong as the other setup. I don't even know why I need to clarify that, but yeah, we've got TDM Abyss as the map, a pretty damn good one for what we're going for. Another really annoying thing with this is that Talus's punch hitbox is actually pretty small. It's not easy to land the punch like it used to be, and I imagine if it was the way that it used to be, this would be significantly better. But yeah, we'll see how we do today. Shoutouts to the Grover. We also have a Fury, a Tiberius, and a Leon, and we're up against a Buck, a Maeve, a Victor, an Io, and a Ying. So this is a Quadra Healer TDM. A little bit weird. We'll start off with Hi-Rez, obviously. I feel like I barely ever remember Talus's talent names, but yeah, we'll go ahead and grab it. And then the setup, of course, we'll start off with some Hi-Rez. I will probably get Cronus and Nimble as well, but I want to try and get Hi-Rez guided as quick as possible. For talents, we've got Cherish, Precision, Tigrans, Fury, Deep Roots, Catberg, the Focusing Lens, Life, Link, Burst Mode, and Bounce House. I'm going to go ahead and punch and then plop the F so I can maybe get to this ult thing. I'm pretty sure that Maeve's going to beat me to it if she did come this way, although, yep, there she is, although we actually managed to yoink it. Kind of surprising I managed to beat her there. We'll pop the ult. They are all over here, so this is definitely a bad idea. I don't know why I tried to do the double punch combo because for some reason that doesn't work all the time. Get some little pot shots over there. Might as well pop the Q because it gets reset whenever we teleport back. No one's waiting on me. Thought that was an enemy Fury for a sec there. Honestly, even if we get one person off of the map with this, I'll be more than happy. If we can just punch somebody off a ledge, that's good enough. Hello, Victor. I'm trying to right click you, but it's on cooldown and I just right clicked you to kill you. That would have been a perfect situation for it, but maybe we can get the Maeve off. I think she dashed at the same time I punched her there. For some reason it didn't knock her. Either way, she's dead. We're 8-4, actually doing pretty good so far. Victor is over here. Buck is just jumping. I'm going to see if I can punch this Victor off the map. He definitely saw where I was. Maybe we can get him anyway. That actually worked. There we go. 1 kill. That's honestly all I wanted from this video. That is more than enough for me to classify this as a success. Let's see if we can get the Maeve off. Never mind, she just died. I thought I already had my F down. For some reason it let me put it on an edge and somehow I still managed to recover it. What a god tier play. Am I dead or are we actually going to take her out as well? I feel like that looked like it was on purpose, but that was an absolute struggle and somehow I managed to get it to work and I'm still alive. Place the F here. Hello, Victor and Ying. I forgot your name for a second. Let's get rid of him first. Maybe we'll get this Buck off the map. We'll just melt through him first. That works, I guess. We'll blink back. Fury went for the ult. Can I get this Buck off? That's a punch. Did that not mess with his momentum? I think my punch didn't hit him. I think that showed you pretty clearly that Talus punch is not in a perfect condition and should probably get patched sometime soon so that the ability isn't ass like half the time. But let's get a punch on him. Blink back. Is that going to send him off the map? Did we just get him? I saw somebody fall off, but I don't think that was the Victor. He's going for the ult. I'm on the other side of the wall, so we're fine. If somebody comes around, we should be able to punch them off. There goes the Maeve. Hello, Buck. There's a punch on the Ying decoy. Instead, let's melt through IO. She's nearly gone. Let's punch him instead. Oh, I reacted just a little bit too slowly to pull that off perfectly. Go ahead and get a little bit of Cronus. That should help us. 300 credits for 10% off the cooldown is pretty nice. There's a punch for the Buck. That's not going to send him off, though, because he landed landed on the left side of what I was trying to throw him into. Get some shots on the Victor. There's a punch for him and blink back. Is that going to send him off? No, but we'll go ahead and punch the IO to finish her. We'll punch in, pop the Q. Are you really going to make me watch a reload animation after I press my Q? Are you kidding me? I can't believe I didn't die there. That's absolute bullshit. I did pop the Q and I start to watch a reload animation. Let's see if we can get this buck off the map. Oh, he's totally gone. Grover Root just made that even better. Nice. We got one other person off. That's two. We'll blink back. Hello, Maeve. There's a punch for you. There's a Q. Oh, I nearly got it, but then Buck came in and saved her. If we can catch somebody from behind, that's Victor going for the ult. We'll just shoot him a little bit. Get some shots on the Buck as well. There goes Victor. There's a punch and a blink. Is he off? I really hope he's off, but I don't think he is. I think we pushed him real close to the edge, but it wasn't enough. There's another one. Again, that's like the second time that Buck should have gone off that we didn't get him. I am probably dead. There is the punch and the F, but nah, I'm dead. There's too many people there. We'll get a little bit of haven. In fact, this is a pretty hectic match. Let's push up a little bit. Victor's standing still. Hello, Buck. I'm going to just blink back. Just going to wait here. There's a punch for the Maeve. Please tell me she's off. Oh, she's totally going to get back on. That sucks. Place the F. Go ahead and pop the ult. Maybe we can punch somebody off the side. Oh, hell yeah. That's an ult punch off the map. That is a sentence I think made sense. I don't know. Let's go ahead and get rid of this IO. My accuracy was ass. There's a punch for the Maeve. Oh, hell yeah. That's a free triple. I'll take it. 39 to 34, and that is the victory. Well done, team. That was a very hectic match. We got, what, 3 people off the map? Technically, one of them was with the ult, but I think we can count that, right? That's 3. That's good enough. So yeah, there we go. There are the stats for game 1. Shoutouts to Bondix. That was the Buck. He did pretty damn good. Was just a little bit concerned I'd play like 2 games and get like 1 person off, but we got 3 there. One of them was with the ult, and that's actually something I didn't even think about. It'd be really cool if this card also applied knockback to your ultimate. That would make this a way of playing Talus significantly better. Absolutely no idea if they have the ability to even do that, but it would be really, really cool to see. Shoutouts also to Roxia. That was the Furia on our side. We'll go through stats top to bottom. I did pretty good, 16,751k, good enough. Tiberius did alright, same thing with the Furia and the Grover. Leanne also did decent. I don't think any of them did badly, but we definitely could have done a little bit better there overall as a team. On their side, Ying did pretty good, Buck did pretty decent, IO not as much, Victor was a pain in the ass even though he was a free kill a lot of the time for me there, and Maeve was actually giving me way more trouble than the rest of them, but she has, I guess, technically the worst stat there other than the IO. So we'll go ahead and jump into another one. That first game went surprisingly well. I don't know what's happened because the queue is still going, but the match ready thing is here, but then there's no icons. I guess it just didn't put me in a game when something happened. Right, well, for game 2, we got King of the Hill Marauders Port, another pretty good map for what we're going for. Shoutouts to Steak Maker, like the name, that is the Corvus. We also have a Grok, a Con, and a Lex. And for the enemy team, we're up against a Makoa, a Ying, a Tyra, a Zin, and a Pip. Another thing, though, that I thought about when we were waiting for the queue for this match is that it would be really interesting if you could buff out his right click with like a range extension or something like that, because a lot of the time I feel like the punch is just a little bit too short, or if maybe there was a card that you could use to make the range of it bigger like it used to be before they completely nerfed the punch, because like I've said and pretty much hated ever since it was a thing, the way his punch works now kind of sucks in comparison to how it worked before. Before it was a little bit too much because you could punch people when you weren't really supposed to, but now you can't punch people when it feels like you really should. Pretty sure there's a couple people though in this match that were in the last one. We'll go ahead and grab Inner Strength and then the setup again, and we'll start off with Hi-Rez because they have a Pip and also a Ying. Double support on their side and double support on ours again. For talents, we got Death Hastens, we got Spirit's Domain, which is kind of interesting, spreading influence. Vortex Script should help quite a bit. Yomi, focusing on Burn Monster, and whatever the Makoa and the Pip go for. Seems like pretty standard stuff all round, other than the Lex, who's going for a max right-click setup. I don't know if that's a good thing. I did make a video on that recently. Didn't think I'd actually see somebody using it, though. The Corvus extra speed buff should be kind of nice. We'll plop the F here, get a punch on the Zin. We threw him kind of far away, not that that really helped us. He is nearly out. I did tap my F there, but I think I was just a little bit too slow. Bit of a janky fight. I wasn't really expecting to see all of them up top. It seems like most of my team went down on the bottom. That's a grab from the Khan. There we go. There goes the Zin. More shots into the Makoa. He's just getting kind of battered. I was expecting him to pull up the shield, but he didn't. Just throw over some more little pot shots. I don't really know where I want to try and place myself. Tyra is just there. Maybe we can push him off. Oh, hell yeah. That's exactly how you want to use this setup. Why are there so many flashing lights on my screen? That was not nice. Keep pushing up on these guys. Maybe we can punch the Tyra off if I can just get close enough. Oh, hell yeah. She ulted as well. That's like the 5th one. I'll freaking happily take that. That's like 5 people we've thrown off the map. Obviously, one of them was with the ult, but that's still a pretty heavy victory if you ask me. There's a punch for him. Oh, he's off as well. That's 6. Just clipped the crap out of my microphone and my voice, but hey, that's kind of what happens when I make videos like this. All of the Max Knockback videos are goddamn tons of fun to make for very obvious reasons. Totally expected somebody to be waiting for me there. Point just move to where we were. We'll throw the F down and go for an ult. No one's even close. I don't want to use my ultimate. That's just going to get me killed, so we'll cancel it. I feel like I need to kind of sit on the point a little bit more. Let's push up on this Tyra. She's getting ulted by the Ying. She's on such low health. There's a punch to finish her off. I think Zin fell off the map. I think he whirled himself off. He punched this Makoa to throw him off. Oh, he just ulted, but he managed to just about stay on the edge. That would have been such a clutch play, but I nearly got it. That would have been such a clutch play, but I just about messed it up. There's a punch for him, although apparently not. That is the hardest I've rubber banded in a while. Paladins servers, can you please he's not. It's Tyra going for the ult. I'm going to go ahead and place the F and pull up the ult. Maybe we can punch her off. That's probably not going to work. Or maybe. Okay, never mind. She's dead anyway. Hello, Ying. There's a punch for the Xin. I'm getting hooked. We'll blink back straight away. Can I maybe get a lucky angle on somebody here? Makoa, you want to push out a little bit? That's the Khan grabbing, but for some reason that didn't do anything. There's a punch for the Xin. I'm pretty sure he landed on. He went for the ult to try and save it, but I don't think he was even going off. I'm dead to the Ying, though. I feel like I deserved to die there. There were like 4 of them in front of me. For some reason, nobody's playing the objective. I'm just going to go down and sit on it. It seems like it's being ignored by both sides, so I'll go ahead and claim some free points and throw out some pot shots, I guess. Bit of a weird game. Both teams went from not playing the objective at all. I sat on it for a little bit. My team came in to help me sit on the objective instead of distracting their team, and then they went ahead and regained it, and now we're kind of locked off from it. Saying that, though, it is now moved up here, so I guess I'll go back to sitting on the objective. I don't know why it's my job when we have a tank and 2 supports. Luckily, it does seem like my team's starting to play the objective. I just got ulted by the Pip, but that's fine, I guess. There's a punch for him that barely threw him anywhere because he was going up a hill. Can I need them to be near the edge? Not us. That's a Tyra going for the ult again, but she is out. I don't know how I managed to hit her there. There's a punch for the Makoa. That barely threw him anywhere. What? There's a punch for the Xin. That also barely threw him anywhere. For some reason, the punch didn't do very much there. That was weird. Obviously, they do have to be kind of close to the edge for it to work. There's a punch on the Xin. He is definitely off, though. Right, I could ult here. It seems like the Xin actually didn't fall off, which is kind of weird. I think Pip might have done, though. There's a punch for the Tyra. She's got to be off, right? Okay, she actually did fall. The Grok is going for the ult. Makoa tried to counter it, but he's already dead. No idea where they're all spawning. I guess just literally there because he was mounted up in front of me. I just saw him spawn in. Okay, we're going to go ahead and pop the ult. Who am I going on? This is a bad idea. I don't have my thing up. My punch didn't hit you. How did I just knock you far enough away for my punch to not hit? Definitely kind of sucky, though, because you're meant to be able to chain the ult and the punch. Sometimes it doesn't work, though. There's some shots on these guys. I'm going to go ahead and blink back and throw over some more shots. Pop the F, punch over. For some reason, I just had to do that twice. Jesus Christ, Paladins, come on. Is anybody going to be waiting around my thing? No. Oh, Ying is kind of here. There's some shots into her. A punch that just went straight through. We should be able to finish her off, though, right? I reckon we can probably kill her here. Yep, there we go. Nice. She was actually on a pretty decent streak. The Tyra did mark me for a bit. I'm spamming my blink back, but for some reason the Tyra fire was hitting me and then it wasn't damaging me, but I could punch. What the hell? Hello, Xin. You are probably dead. Nice. Tyra is there. I went to punch, but she killed me. Fair enough. I feel like I probably should have died sooner than I did there, but we went ahead and got a little bit of morale boost. I'm going to go down the bottom. I can't really do much with my freaking knockback on my punch here. Push up a little bit. Should be able to get rid of this Pip. Right. There's a punch for him to get him out the shield. That kind of worked. I guess that was a benefit from the punch. Let me know if you could say that. Might be a bit of a stretch. Only 2 of them are up, so I feel like I should go for the ult because Xin and Pip haven't spawned in yet. That is Ying blinking away. I have no idea where she just blinked to. I literally touched you with the end of my fist and it didn't work. I'm going to blink back and maybe get the Xin off. I punched him and then he killed me. Damn it. Point is now up here. I'm going to place the F and charge whoever it is. Hello, Makoa. I'm just going to get headshots on you for days. And he's gone. That was a really free kill. I'm going to drop down because I think a couple of them are here. No? Okay, I guess we'll blink back. Maybe I can wait here and get like a little bit of a flank on him. I think the Ying saw me, but maybe not. I don't know what my plan is. There's a punch for Tyra. Holy shit, she went absolutely flying. That is crazy. That's what, number 7 though? There goes Makoa. We'll blink back. Hello, Ying. I did spam my Q there like 3 times until it worked. And is here. I did just get a triple. There's a punch for him. I had 1 bullet left and for some reason my punch didn't even affect him. Okay. Place the F. Went ahead and finished off Kronos. Let's go for the Tyra. She should be a free kill because she's kind of on her own. There we go. Nice. Can I make this jump with the punch? I think I can. Yeah, there's some shots on him. I'm spamming the F. Oh, I'm actually out. Okay, cut that really close. Is Tyra kind of chasing me? I'm going to punch over here. Oh, I'm still alive. There's the F. Is she ulting? Going to get pushed back to my F in a second, but luckily there's no one really waiting around it. She did throw the fire there, but for some reason when I blink back, it doesn't like damage me with the fire, which is kind of weird. Makoa did just ult though. There's some shots on him. Just going to continuously fire into him. I probably should have gone for the Pip instead. That is him ulting me. Hello, Ying. I'm just going to avoid you for a sec. There's the F. There's the Q. I don't think she has a thing she can blink to, or I guess she does, even though she just spawned in. They're all sitting on the objective pretty damn hard. This game is pretty close. Managed to just about get the Ying. There's a punch for the Makoa. I was spamming my F, but I think I was stuck in the right click animation. Either that or I just reacted slowly. We're literally within about 10 points of each other. I'm going to go ahead and ult the Makoa. There's the Q. He is totally gone. Hello, Pip. Let's finish him off as well. My tracking was kind of ass, but he's dead. We'll blink back. Where is that Tyra? Oh, just here. Hello, Xin. There's a punch for you. And he's off. That's number 8, isn't it? Let's get rid of the Ying as well if we can. I'm going to punch away. Okay, you are here as well. I'm running out of mouse space, but I guess I still killed her. My arm was at like a 90-degree angle there. I ran out of mouse space real quick. I reckon if I made that play a little bit better, we probably could have killed the Tyra as well, but honestly, I'll take the double. There's a punch for him to get him out of the shield, kind of. I don't know. He's dead, and there is the victory. Pretty close match, but I feel like we do deserve the win. Overall, really, really good game, to be honest. So yeah, there we go. There are the stats for game 2. Shoutouts to Katana 315. That was the enemies in. I feel like overall today, I did a pretty good job of showing off Knockback Talus. It's very similar to other Knockback setups. It has the benefit of, you know, sometimes you get really free kills by just punching somebody off of the ledge, but a lot of the time, you're not really getting much of a benefit from the setup, whereas the normal ones for Bomb King or Talus or whoever it is, usually you get a benefit in most fights, which is why they're meta choices. Yeah, let's go through these stats top to bottom. Corvus did pretty decent, 100k heals. I feel like I did pretty damn good. I feel like Grok had a bit of a tough time, didn't do badly. Khan, same thing. Lex did pretty decent. As for their side, Xin did pretty good. The Ying actually didn't do as good as I thought she would have done there. Stats-wise, she doesn't have a bad stat, but I've actually expected her to have more, considering how annoying she was for me. And Pip actually did better than I expected. 112k heals is quite good. Makoa did pretty decent. Tyra also did pretty good overall. Pretty close match, and a perfect note to end it on. I feel like I actually did Talus Knockback justice, which I was super worried that I wouldn't do, because this is honestly a lot of fun. To be honest, most of the stuff I wanted to cover I've said throughout the course of this video, or I said in the Max Knockback BK video, which if you haven't seen, highly recommend it, although I'm assuming if you've watched this far into this one, you probably have seen it already. And I don't know if I'd actually say that this is better or worse than BK's knockback. I'd actually say it's different. You do technically have less knockback because they don't go anywhere near as flying unless you throw somebody off an edge, in which case they carry momentum, whereas with BK's thing, you can't really have that work because it's just like an aerial knockback. You're not throwing them horizontally, because like you saw when we knocked the Tyra off the map, where if you throw them horizontally off a ledge, they go absolutely flying, which you can only really do with knockback similar to Talus's punch. And because of that, and also because you're hitting the person who's directly in front of you, I think I'd much more call this different than better or worse, because for sure in some situations this is going to work way better, but then in others BK's one is going to be way more useful. So it's different. Yeah, I hope you have enjoyed today's video. I certainly have. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. I'll see you guys all very, very soon, and as always, stay frosty. Those of you guys that stay for the outro, real MVPs, I appreciate it. My voice is really, really shredded, so I might not have a video tomorrow. I guess we'll see. You can probably hear it. You probably hear it since the start of the video because it's been shredded since like minute 5 for some reason. Yeah, thank you guys for watching until the end. Really do appreciate it. See you guys soon.